Daniel, in one of his typical live streams with Sunny, gave his grand explanation for why he didn't meet up with Sofia. According to him, it was because she brought her kid sister along. And naturally, in Daniel's world, this is a totally valid reason to hit that ban button. Because nothing says mature adult like banning someone over their sibling, right? But hold on, the plot thickens. The actual messages between Daniel and Sofia paint a very different picture. Daniel initially suggested meeting up, but as soon as Sofia mentioned her sister was tagging along, Daniel's interest vanished faster than his YouTube monetization. His response? Oh well, if I can't get what I want, then why bother? Classic Daniel move. If things don't go his way, he throws a digital tantrum and bans her. Not because of her sister, but because Sofia didn't play into his little game. Now, let's take a step back. Daniel isn't just a predator, he's a full-fledged grade A liar. But here's where it gets even weirder. Sunny, bless her heart, still follows him through all of this. It's like watching someone cling to a sinking ship and saying, "Don't worry, it'll float eventually." So the real reason for Sofia's ban? It had nothing to do with her sister at all. It was all about control for Daniel, the guy who cries victim while holding the ban hammer. His lies are just another layer to the absurdity that is his behavior. But hey, if you're going to be a liar, at least be a good one. Maybe then Sunny wouldn't look so confused when she's trying to defend you. And here's the kicker. Daniel thinks he's outsmarting everyone, but he's really just digging himself deeper. It's like watching someone set a trap only to walk straight into it, again and again. You start to wonder if he'll ever realize what he's doing, but then you remember, he probably won't. Let's be honest, this whole situation is like a train wreck. You know it's bad, but you can't look away. And as long as Daniel keeps digging, we'll be here, popcorn in hand, ready to see how far down he goes. And oh, by the way, here are the conversations that really show what went down with Sofia. In the first exchange, Sofia asks Daniel why he blocked and kicked her from the group. Daniel's response? We aren't meeting, so there's no point in us talking anymore. When Sofia questions him, saying, I said we aren't going to meet, but why does that mean we can't stay in contact? Daniel coldly replies, what's the point? Sofia, still trying to make sense of it all, says, because I still care about you. Why else would I spend so much time trying to help you and support you? Daniel's final response, dunno. I mean, who answers like that? It's like he couldn't be bothered to come up with anything better. Classic Daniel. When in doubt, just shrug and mumble something that makes you sound completely clueless. Then we have the conversation with Ken, who is part of the community. Ken explains, this is where people end up after Daniel bans them. Sofia, who was once Daniel's admin, reveals, he banned me because I wouldn't have sex with him. Ken then shares his theory. I have a theory that Daniel will eventually ban all his girls. Sofia agrees, saying, I don't doubt it. He admitted that he only had me around for sex. Ken adds, at least those who joined his server, referring to the cycle of women who fall out of favor with Daniel. But it doesn't stop there. Later, Pia asks Sofia, didn't you proposition him though and send nudes for that admin role? Sofia quickly shuts that down, saying, no, and explains that Daniel is just making things up for drama. One of Daniel's followers chimes in, mentioning that Daniel doesn't change his underwear for weeks and expresses relief that Sofia didn't do anything with him. And to cap it all off, Sofia drops a bombshell, revealing that Daniel asked her if she was a virgin and if she was tight. Wow, just when you think you've seen it all, Daniel manages to dig himself even deeper into that pit. And that's where we'll leave it. Not that I expect Sunny to leave him anytime soon, but it's honestly fascinating to see how two people can be so perfectly in sync with their own delusions. It's almost impressive, two peas in a very strange pod. We'll just keep watching as this bizarre saga unfolds.